Saturday, so it's quite the gloomy day. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm standing in front of the window trying to get as much light as possible, so forgive me if you can actually hear some ambiance because they are working on my neighbor's lawn across the street. Anyway, I figured this weekend would be the perfect weekend for me to do a reading vlog because this past week I was suffering from a terrible migraine, which put me out of commission for a couple of days, and I didn't get a chance to read as much as I probably could have. I didn't even want to listen to audiobooks. All I did was just lie in darkness with an ice pack over my head. So now that I'm feeling better, I've got 3 books to choose from to dive into, and I'm super excited about all 3 of them. Realistically, I can probably only dive into one, but I figured we can determine together which one it would be. So if you guys follow my Instagram, which I will put my name right here at the bottom, you probably saw that I recently picked up ACOTAR. I know it's not new, but if you're into the book world at all, you've definitely heard of this book and you've heard of this series. I just recently actually got an itch to read it, and when I saw it was on sale for only $5.99, I went ahead and picked it up. So this is option number 1, YA fantasy-ish. Option 2, we have, drum roll please, The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. Oh, this cover is so beautiful, and I've been wanting to read this for a while, but it didn't bump to the top of my TBR until one of my best friends told me that she just finished reading it and she loved it. So, I mean, automatically it gets a gold star of approval. So this is, if I'm being honest, I'm not quite sure what it's about, but some kind of like urban magical realism. I don't know. This is another option. And the final option, boom, 9th House. Finally got my hands on this baby, which I definitely have been wanting to read. I actually picked it up from Amazon, if I'm being honest, because when I first was going to get it at Barnes & Noble, they had it full price, and then I went back again over the holiday time and it was actually 25% off, but the line was hella long and I didn't want to wait in line. So I finally ordered it off Amazon. 1, because it was only $17 for the hard edition, and 2, same day delivery. So win-win in my book. Okay, so I've got 3 books to choose from. I'm not sure which one I'm going to commit to, so I will probably try, let's say 3 to 5 pages for each one of them. I don't want to commit to chapters because I'm not sure how long each of the chapters are, but I will keep you guys posted on which one I end up going with. From the farmer's market and picked up a couple of things like I said, but I wanted to show you guys. I couldn't help myself. Every time that I'm there, I always get something that I don't need, and this trip was no exception. They have a really great section of like artisanal jams and jellies, and so naturally I had to try some. I've got this rose apricot spread, which looks so delicious. You can even still see like the little, I don't know, chunks, the fibrous fruit in there. So I'm super excited to try this. I also got some fig preserve, which I will be honest, I've never had fig, and yet I've seen how many episodes of The Great Bake, and I'm just now trying it. You guys are probably wondering, or maybe not, I don't know, but you're probably wondering which one that I chose, and that's my attempt at a drum roll. That was terrible, sorry. But I think I'm gonna go with ACOTAR, A Court of Thorn and Roses. The other 2 sounded really good, but for some reason I'm really in the mood for young adult fantasy. I got a couple of chapters in off camera once I did my initial like couple of pages. So yeah, I'm really liking it so far. It's different than my typical genres that I normally flock to, but I have read young adult fantasy in the past. It's just been a really long time, and that's probably why I am fiending for it now, if I'm being honest. Who knows? So hopefully I continue to enjoy it, and I will keep you guys posted as I get further into it.
It's approaching departure. We had the most genial breakfast we had experienced since the tragedy. Cynthia, whose young spirits were naturally buoyant, was looking quite her pretty self again.
Okay, so I was getting a bit of cabin fever, and so I ran out to get Andrew and I some bobas. Yes, it's chilly outside, but I figured if I crank the heat up in the house and put on a sweatshirt, I'll be just fine drinking this. So, yeah, let's head back home. Alexa, what's the weather today?
Right now in Decatur, it's 38 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today's forecast has mostly sunny weather, with a high of 45 degrees and a low of 23 degrees.
Good morning. So I actually stayed up around midnight reading last night. I didn't get a lot of reading done during the daytime because I had just miscellaneous errands and stuff. But yeah, last night I stayed up late reading this, and it's been a while since I've done that, which I love. I love doing that. I love when books just make me want to keep reading and not put them down. I wasn't sleepy. I actually had to force myself to go to bed, but anyway, about the book, I am a little over 100 pages in, and I am loving it so far. One of my concerns starting this was that I may not be able to imagine the world and the creatures that live in it, but nope, not the case at all. Sarah J. Maas has done an excellent job so that I am able to imagine exactly what everyone looks like, what the lands look like, and I'm so relieved about that, and it's so exciting. So far we got our girl Feyre. She has entered into the land of the fairies because it's an eye for an eye situation. I'm not going to recap you guys too much about the plot because, again, in Bookland, you've probably heard of this book, you've probably read this book. It's nothing new, but this is just my first time with it, and shockingly I somehow avoided spoilers this whole time, so I have no idea what's about to happen. We have been introduced to our two guy fairies, Tamlin and Damien. Wait, what the hell is that guy's name? Hold on. Lucien. It's gonna bother me. Yeah, we have been introduced to our two guy fairies, Tamlin and Lucien, and just based off of what I know about YA fantasy books of the time, I imagine we're gonna have some kind of love triangle. I don't know, I could be totally wrong. Don't ruin it for me in the spoilers if you know, but yeah, so far we got our girl. She's a badass. She's been taken away from her family because she sacrificed herself to go with them, live in this land so that her family can be taken care of, or rather so her family can't be harmed. And so now that she's there, naturally she is suspicious because everything that she has heard about fairies is that they are a cruel kind. They have complete disregard for human species, and so she's trying to figure out how she's going to escape when she gets the opportunity. So yeah, I'm not too far in to where I've probably reached the main conflict, but it has been a very quick read so far, which I am loving. The descriptions are done really well. What's funny is that they actually reference the geography in the story, and because this time around I paid attention to the map, I actually knew where they were talking about. So 2 points for me with that. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. I think I have some errands to run today, but nothing major, so I may actually put them off just so that I could read more, but I will keep you guys posted on how I am loving it. Okay, so I just went and got the mail and a package came for me. My first official book mail. A publisher reached out to me on Instagram actually and asked me if I wanted a copy of one of their upcoming cozy mysteries, and naturally I said yes. If you're new around here, I love cozy mysteries. I've got an entire series that I am doing with recommendations of them. I will link them. Again, you guys know I never know where to point, but I will link them. So thank you so much to Tool Publishing. I'm super appreciative and I'm so stoked to see all of the goodies that's inside. So let's take a look. Okay, so opening it up. Doing this one-handed is a little difficult. Cute! Oh my goodness, cute. There are little goodies in here which are related to the story, which I absolutely love. Okay, so first let's talk about the actual book. It is called A Case for the Winemaker. It is a wine-themed cozy mystery. It's actually the Ainsley McGregor series by Candace Havens. I love this cover, super cute. I am a sucker for animals on covers, animals in cozy mysteries. So yeah. Now, as far as the little extras that we have, there is an adorable pencil and top secret, classified, confidential, very spy themed, and keeping with the murder mystery aspect, we have this crime scene tape, which I always think is an adorable prop. Next, we have, naturally, a amateur sleuth's best friend, which is a magnifying glass, aka what I will be using for upcoming Bookstagram props. And last but not least, we have a top secret notebook for all of your top secret note-taking needs. So this is very reminiscent of Harriet the Spy. First of all, comment down below if you even get that reference and if you're familiar with the book/movie. And second of all, I always love having spare paper around, so I can just toss this in my car, put it in a bag, and just have paper with me to go. So super adorable. Like I said, thank you so much to Tool Publishing for gifting me this. I do plan on reading it. I'm really interested because I've never actually read a cozy mystery that deals with a wine theme, so I will keep you guys posted about my thoughts on it.
3 hours later.
Okay, so I'm probably going to wrap up the vlog now because if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget and I won't have enough time to edit, but wanted to give you guys an update. I am well over halfway through and verdict so far is that I really like it. I will probably continue the series lest, knock on wood, something outrageous happens plot-wise, but really liking our main girl, Feyre. I'm loving Tamlin's like dark, brooding personality in juxtaposition to Lucien's. He is just hilarious to me. I really like the world building. I'm actually very relieved that it is easy for me to fall into the story. I was concerned, as I mentioned before, since I usually don't read a lot of fantasy, and so I didn't know if I would be able to lose myself in the story like I have. But yeah, the author has done a really great job, and I'm actually glad that I finally picked this up. I jumped on the train. I guess you can say that I am a fan of Sarah J. Maas so far. I know that she has multiple books in this series, so I don't know if I'm going to start on the second one right after this. Might give it a break. We'll see, unless somehow this ends on a cliffhanger. I don't know yet, but again, don't spoil it for me in the comments because even though I'm ending this vlog, I do plan on finishing this up probably within the next day or so. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed following along with me this weekend. I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. Please like this video and subscribe if you did. I actually have some weekend vlogs already on my channel if you do like this kind of content. So I guess by the time you see this video, it will be Monday. Hope you guys have a great week, and until next time, bye!